Hello everybody, this is Terry with your Autumn Equinox forecast astrological for September 22nd, 2022. And it feels like I haven't done a video in forever for some reason, and I think time is just starting to move slower right now as we emerge into the fall season. This is my favorite season. I love the pumpkin spice everything. I am a Scorpio and I love the going under. Just as the goddess Persephone begins her descent into the underworld. And I think Persephone is such a symbol of the Scorpio and the underworld. And we are getting ready for that incredible eclipse portal that is coming this fall on the Scorpio-Taurus axis. Get ready to be ready, because the change is gonna come wherever you find that your Scorpio house and your Taurus house. You will be feeling change. And if you are a Scorpio or a Taurus, or you have Scorpio Taurus North Node, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, because you guys will be feeling this the most. And I myself am a Scorpio with a stellium of planets. I'll be feeling it, and I'm going to walk you through that every step of the way. And right now we are just at the precipice of shift, change with this autumn equinox. Every September on this equinox date, the sun is directly over the Earth's equator, and the sun will then shift into 0 degrees of Libra, symbolized as the scales of balance, perfect balance we find ourselves at this fall. And this marks the midpoint of the astrological year that all started back in March, remember, with the spring equinox, when the sun enters Aries, the baby of the zodiac. And that is like New Year's Day for the astrological wheel. And now we find ourselves at the midpoint of the year. We have half a year left to go astrologically before the year renews again next year in 2023 on the spring equinox. So you may be having a time to recalibrate and to just sort of check in with your progress. Are you where you hoped you would be for this 2022 year? And now is a time to balance the bank books, balance your energy, and take inventory, take stock of what you are doing, and if you are on the path to where it is you want to go. And this autumn season is a time to pull your energy back in. Just like the trees and the plants, every autumn they pull their energy in and take their energy down to their roots. We too are being called to root down, to get grounded, to do the earthing. And just take a moment to be in silence, to meditate, and to get back to your roots. And this can also signify the roots of our ancestry, our family tree. So going into this autumn equinox is a powerful time to do that ancestral healing, to look at your family roots and what are the gifts that they have given you, and what are the things that don't serve you, and how can you heal. Every 7 generations we have healers that will heal 3 generations back, healing yourself and healing 3 generations forward. And this is a time with this autumn equinox to do that 7th generational ancestral healing. Healing your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, healing yourself, healer, heal thyself, and then healing your children and grandchildren as well, and great-grandchildren. So take some time, if you can, at this equinox time to do that work. And we have a powerful Mercury conjunct the sun with this particular equinox that I'm so excited about. And that's really coming in on September 23rd, just after the equinox. And Mercury is going retrograde back to meet the sun, which is going forward, and they conjunct in this beautiful Mercury Sun Conjunction. Is like a time for brainstorming. We finally can get clear and have our thoughts and mental clarity. I feel this year has been really hard to get that mental clarity, to have the foresight, to know where you're going. So if you can take this September 23rd day off, I'm going to take this day off just to write and do some goals and planning. And this is your master plan time where you can really figure out where you're going and how you're going to get there. And Mercury rules, of course, communication and writing. So this is a good time to write the contracts, write all the things that you've been wanting to write. Even though Mercury is retrograde, Mercury conjunct Sun still makes this a powerful time to just think clearly and do more thinking, less doing. Put aside your chores for a minute and just give yourself that meta moment to think about. Some great ideas could come of this day. And if you're taking the time to just tap into your mind for a moment, I love Thomas Edison, who invented all the most amazing things that we still use today. He said that his greatest ideas came when he went really quiet and just took a nap. So maybe use this Mercury conjunct Sun energy to just take some rest, take a nap, unplug, turn off the social media, turn off the phone, ignore your emails for a minute, and just go within and tap into your inner genius that is calling you home. And even Nikola Tesla also talked about needing to be alone to be inspired by greatness, and get out of that beta mind that has us all so overwhelmed and distracted. And I think that social media and scrolling your phone is just that beta mind that's just doing nothing. You're doing nothing, but it's just rocking that beta mind, which is the lowest level of our mind powers. So doing the nap and the meditation and taking time to be alone and get really quiet can turn you into that alpha, theta, delta mind. And your beta brain that we operate from day to day when we're doing things and we're busy, that beta brain is so anxious and obsessed about our survival. It's really the survivor's brain. But when you find that retreat and the solitude and go within, root down and find some quiet space all of your own, you can start to tap into that alpha, theta, delta mind, which is more about finding the solutions and creativity and inspiration, and that will guide you forward into this eclipse portal that we're going to. And we just recently recorded a deep sleep meditation that has binaural beats that are meant to bring you into that alpha, theta, delta brainwaves, and it is so incredible. I have been listening to it. I just listened to it during the Pisces full moon, which really had me, it's like the Pisces full moon is all about dreams, but it was so bright. It was like somebody had a lamp on in my room, even with the blackout curtains. So I listened to that deep sleep meditation, and it really helped me tune into these higher brain waves. I'll put a link down to it below. And when you tap into these higher mind brain waves on a regular basis, you start having the solutions for your problems, and you get out of that fight or flight, adrenaline, stress, go energy, and you tap into this higher mind that really has solutions that will take you to the next level this fall. So I highly recommend whatever you can do, yoga, meditation, breath work, massage, all of these things help you just tap in to this higher mind. And this is what the Mercury conjunct Sun at this equinox is really asking us to do, is to get quiet, and just tap in to your higher Jedi mind so you can find the solutions. And you can also use this Sun conjunct Mercury time for doing hypnosis to change your belief systems, or therapy. And I'm taking Wendy Wirtz of Ascension Counseling. She has this incredible Breakthrough Academy where you go for 6 full weeks, and you go once a week and you learn different modalities and therapeutic techniques to help you heal. Healer, heal thyself. And this is so perfect for this Chiron in Aries time that we find ourselves in at this equinox. And I'm learning, how to use Oponopono to just ask for forgiveness, and EMDR, which is incredible, the rapid eye movement, and EFT, doing the tapping, and we're using cognitive behavioral therapies. Wendy Wirtz is this incredible healer, and we did a YouTube on the Bend Health Guide for her. But anyways, if you can do some therapy, one-on-one talk therapy, this is a powerful time. Dream analysis, really tapping into what your dreams are telling you. If you have time in the morning, write down your dreams, because we will all be having incredible dreams as we go into this equinox time. And we also have Venus opposite Jupiter. Remember, Venus and Jupiter were trine recently, and I just did a report about that. And now Venus has traveled around quickly to become opposite Jupiter. And when Venus is opposite Jupiter, we have these strong heart desires to pursue your dreams in a really expanded way. So we will really be wanting to go forth with maybe doing something you love and hoping that the money will follow, and just getting out of the mundane ordinary, and again, just tapping into those higher brainwaves that allow you to dream the dream and really expand in greater ways. And one warning I will say is that Venus, who's the goddess of love and money and desire and manifesting, when she's opposite Jupiter, we can be prone to overspending and just wanting to buy beautiful art, or really luxury items that maybe we shouldn't be spending right now. So try not to buy any major purchases that you haven't thought through on this equinox time with this Venus opposite Jupiter. And then Mercury conjuncting the Sun will also be opposite Jupiter. So this is like having those great big ideas, those Mercury ideas that are just expanded. But sometimes with this opposition, it can be that you're wanting to express yourself in these really big new ways, and you're also coming around with some restrictions, because of course Mercury is retrograde. So you may be feeling a little restricted in being able to communicate exactly how you want to. So make sure that you're also editing yourself and you're not just blurting out whatever comes to mind immediately, or these could be a bit of a fighting aspect of just like, I'm going to tell you what I think, and maybe write it down. I always say, write the letter. If you have something that you're upset with somebody, write it out in a letter, and you don't have to send it. Maybe wait 24 hours and see if the next day, if you still want to send that letter or that email with this aspect. And we also have Black Moon Lilith, the goddess planet, that is in a Virgo trine, which is all about really getting your needs met, which goes really well with the Vesta retrograde, what I'm talking about in another. I'm just now doing another video that's about all the planets retrograde. We have 8 planets retrograde, and I like to say, with 8 planets retrograde, Mercury is the least of your worries. We've got a lot of energy just sort of pulling us under, pulling us backwards, making us go back and rethink things and recalibrate. I like to come up with good words when we have this many retrogrades. Leave your favorite RE word. My favorite RE word, of course, is Reiki, because I'm a Reiki master teacher. But this is a good equinox time to be doing the Reiki and doing the self-Reiki to heal. But these goddess, divine, feminine energy planets are asking us to have our needs met and ask appropriately if you have a need that is not being met. So oftentimes women, we can just become such martyrs about like, my needs aren't being met, but you haven't even asked yet. So with Vesta retrograde and Black Moon Lilith in Virgo, where Black Moon Lilith is exalted, this is the divine feminine energy saying, I need this, I need that, and I'm going to ask appropriately and have my needs met. And I'm also doing a retrograde sale on, I'm going to do astrology charts where I will look at all these 8 planets that are retrograde and tell you which houses they are lighting up. Like for me, Black Moon Lilith in Virgo shows up in my 2nd house of possessions. So I have, you know, some energy about asking to be paid appropriately, or, you know, just depending where these retrogrades show up. Vesta is in my house of communication, and maybe Mercury is showing up for you in a certain area, and that's affecting your career or your house or your relationships. And just knowing where these retrogrades are lighting up your astrological chart can really make a difference. So I'm going to do a sale now through October 1st for just $88. You can get your chart done to find out where all these retrogrades are showing up for you. And of course, this equinox season, Libra being the scales of justice, combined with the fact that we have Saturn retrograde, we will see some people doing time for the crime this fall. And Saturn is going back to find that people may be guilty for their past actions. And Saturn is the Lord of karma, combined with this Libra energy that we will be having all through late September into October. This is the scales of justice. Justice will be served, and the time for the crimes will be paid. And there will be rights and wrongs that will be balanced out throughout this equinox season. And Libra is the sign of relationships. So you may be having a lot of relationship work to do and finding a balance in how much we give and how much we receive in all of our relationships, not just with our partner and our love relationship, but how much are you giving at work, and how much are you receiving, and how much are you giving to your friends, and there could be that martyrdom if the balance is not quite right. So it's also a time to look at that empath cycle where you give too much, you exhaust yourself, and then you have to go back and heal yourself, healer, heal thyself. And once you get healed, you just have this desire to give too much again. And so we got to break that cycle and find those energetic boundaries. This is a good time to do the energy clearing and creating the energetic boundaries that you're not overgiving and that you are also receiving in equal measure. And I want to do just a little equinox reading for each of the signs, because this will hit us, this equinox season will hit us in different houses. And for Aries, Sun in Libra is opposite your sign this equinox, which might bring obstacles or opposition to your plans moving forward this month. And you might have to set some of your ambitious goals on hold right now, knowing that it's just not the time to move forward. And this would be a good time for a retreat or to just take a break, so that when the time comes to move forward again, you will have the energy and you will be ready. Taurus, Venus and Mercury both trine your sign this equinox. So it's a good time for you to tap into all of your desires and make a strong written goal plan for how you will manifest everything you want in the next 6 months. This midpoint time feels so inspiring. Just be careful not to splurge too much on luxury items, as you will want and feel like you deserve the nicest of things now, but try to stay out of debt. It's time for Taurus to focus on your long-range financial goals of what you really want. Gemini, Sun trine your sign brings fresh new opportunities for growth, and this will be the best time all year for you to make those really big decisions about your life path ahead. You will have more energy now to accomplish all the things, and people will take notice of your achievements. This could be a great time to meet a new love too. Cancer. Sun is squaring your sign this month, and this can bring roadblocks to your success. There will be some kind of test that you must pass in order to get to the next level, or perhaps a feeling that you have to work harder to get ahead this month. And you might have some kind of ego battle at work with your boss or even with your relationships where you feel like you need to prove your worth. And just try not to get caught up in it. Just keep shining your light, because once you pass this test, you will be rewarded by Jupiter trining your sign in the near future, and you may even get a pay raise, a windfall, some kind of bonus or reward for passing this test. And Leo, this is a time of heightened energy for you, and the sun is shining on you this month, and you can really manifest going into this equinox season. Try to accomplish all that you want to get done before the eclipse portal, because that will be an intense time for Leo, as it is for all the fixed signs. So really motivate and get everything done. And just like the ant who just does all the work to prepare for winter, Leo, this is your time to do the preparation so you can have a good winter ahead. Virgo, this will be a month to rest, to get grounded, to get rooted, and take your nap. You have finished all your chores, and the sun has just left your sign, so now you can relax and just take it easy for a while. Give yourself a break. You have done enough. You are enough. And Virgo, I wish you enough this season. You have everything you need now, so just relax. And Libra, the sun is shining on your deacon this month, and this is your solar return. It's like a new year for you. So get out the vision board and dream your dream into being now, and make all your big decisions and chart your course ahead. Take some time out just to celebrate yourself this month. Scorpio, Venus and Mercury are both sextile your sign, bringing you clarity in your love language and how to ask for what you want in life, and especially how you can go about getting it. Sagittarius, you are wanting to expand your vision this season and go forth on a grand adventure. But be mindful of the energy that is pulling you back and saying, not yet. There's still more to be done at home. Take care of your cows, Sagittarius, and maybe next spring will be a better time to launch forward for you. Capricorn, it might be time to change directions, Capricorn, and chart a new course forward with the wind in your sails. Aquarius, work relationships can have some frustration this month, Aquarius, as you've been feeling stuck lately, and it might be feeling like you're working so hard and you're not getting ahead, or you're not being appreciated. And just like all the fixed signs that will be feeling the tension of this Taurus Scorpio portal, You will want to give yourself some time to get perspective this month as we go forth. And it could be a bit of a crunchy time, so find ways that you can take care of yourself. Get the massage, do the self-care, and take a break. Don't work so hard that you get frustrated this month. Pisces, this equinox is a time for letting go, clearing out. Get yourself an energy clearing, a space clearing, and do the self-care so that you can heal and forgive not just others, but also yourself. And I just want to read the Sabian symbol for Libra at 1 degree. In a collection of perfect specimens, a butterfly displays the beauty of its wings as its body is impaled by a fine dart. And the keynote is an immortal archetypal reality that is perfect and dedicated. Life reveals. And just as the symbol for Aries at 1 degree that began the astrological new year evoked an ocean of potentiality, this symbol for Libra at 1 degree reveals an intuitive consciousness for the second half of the year. We will begin a cycle of transformation just like the butterfly. And this fall equinox is a time for bringing in the harvest in preparation for winter. And it is the time of consecrated to the seed. All of the energy goes back into the seed now. The new rise of life that is encapsulated in a potential that is yet to come. And in autumn, the drive towards individualization and self-assertion has now lost its momentum, replaced by relationships and families coming together for the collective good of the community. And everyone must work together now to make the harvest possible. And once the harvest is completed, we can go back to even more of an internal metamorphosis of the caterpillar getting its wings through that internal transformation that will occur when we enter that eclipse portal, that Scorpio, Taurus, death, transformation, rebirth axis. And the result of this metamorphosis of caterpillar into butterfly is symbolic for our own beings to be transformed into more than we currently are. And the perfect butterfly is now impaled by a fine dart of scientific wisdom, suggesting a process of perfection through sacrifice. The dart will keep the butterfly perfect through preservation. Escaping a normal process of death and decay, it is kept in a mystical Shambhala, where it is said that the pattern of man is kept. So, I hope that you will have a magnificent transformation this equinox season. Get out your notebook and do some journal writing, some manifesting writing, and brainstorming with this incredible Sun conjunct Mercury. This is the best time to think about your future all year, and I hope you will use this energy and align with it to manifest all that you desire. I'm going to include an energy clearing in this video to clear your path forward. And let me know if there's anything you want me to send Reiki to. Just leave a comment down below and I will send Reiki to whatever it is you are trying to manifest for this autumn equinox. Thank you so much for watching, and like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can receive the update when I start talking about that eclipse portal.